Good morning, everybody. This week for math, you're going to be learning about time and intervals of time, elapsed time, and just the units of time. So that is what we are going to be learning. Your objective is that you're going to use strategies to solve problems involving elapsed time. And elapsed time means how much time did it take to do from the beginning till the end of whatever activity that is. All right, let's go ahead and begin. So you actually have two math lessons that you are doing this week, and the first one is units of time. This page is just talking about how many seconds are in a minute, how many minutes there's in an hour, how many hours in a day. So this one, it gives you all the information that you need to answer the questions and the problems for this week's lesson. Now, the second lesson is elapsed time. And elapsed time means how much time passed from the beginning of the activity to the end of the activity. And I am going to show you a really cute strategy to help you solve that. All right? Here we go. So the strategy that I'm going to show you to help you with elapsed time is called mountains, hills, and rocks method. And this is only used to figure out elapsed time when it gives you the minutes and the hours. Okay, I'm going to show you a different strategy after this for when it gives you the actual time, the start time and the end time. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. So for mountains, hills, and rocks, you're going to start. So say, for example, that it tells you your start time is 1:05, and it's going to help you figure out your minutes and your hours. That is your start time. The end time is 3:47 p.m. There go all my markers. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw a number line. Let's see if I can make that smaller. All right, so we're going to draw a number line that is going to help us make a timeline. There you go. All right, so my start time was 1:05, and my end time was 3:47. Okay? All right, so we are needing to find out how many minutes and hours, and that equals the elapsed time. All right, so the mountains. The mountains, that is the largest from the mountains, the rocks, and the hills. So we're going to draw one mountain, and that mountain, I'm going to draw a little snow, and that mountain is going to represent 1 hour. So when I go from 1:05, now I'm at 2:05. Okay? All right, then I'm looking at 2:05 and I'm ending at 3:47, so I have enough time that I can do another mountain. That one's kind of crooked. And now if I added one more hour, 2:05 and one more hour, that makes it 3:05. Okay, and now I'm closer to 3:47. So now that I'm closer, I'm going to use the smaller units and I'm going to use the hills. So I'm going to make a 30-minute hill. And from 3:05, if I add 30 minutes, now it is 3:35. And you see that I'm getting closer. So now I'm going to make a 10-minute hill. And from 3:35, it went to 3:45. And then the 47, I need minutes. So I'm going to do my rocks. 1 rock, and then I'm going to do my second rock. And that'll make it 3:47. Okay, so now we just have to add up the time, and we've got 1 hour, 2 hours, and 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 41, 42, because these are represented to be 1 minute. Okay, so 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 41, 42. So the elapsed time is 2 hours and 42 minutes. Okay? All right. So when you have a problem, this is, by the way, this is again the mountains, hills, and rocks method. Okay? When you have a problem that gives you the start time and the end time, you can also use the Z method strategy. Okay, the Z method strategy. All right, the Z method is just that. So say that I had the start time of 4:47 and the end time of 9:12. I am going to draw a Z with arrows. So I'm going to go this way. Then we're going to go down with your arrow. And the last line, it's a little bit backwards. So we're going to draw the arrow going this way. And that makes my Z. The start time goes in the beginning, 4:47. The end time is going to be 9:12. Okay? So now we are going to write the arrow that on this, the first arrow, we're going to look at the hour. It's 4:47. The hour that comes after 4:47, the closest hour, would be 5 o'clock. See how it's right after it? Right there. And here, now we're going backwards. So the hour that is before 9:12 is 9 o'clock. Okay? All right. So now we're going to label. Here, we're going to write minutes. Here, we're going to write hours. And here, we're going to write minutes. And like I said, this is just a whole different strategy that you can also use. So from 4:47 to 5 o'clock, that takes 13 minutes. That is 13 minutes right there. From 9 o'clock to 9:12, that is 12 minutes. From 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, that totals 4 hours. All right, so now all we need to do is add our time. So I'm going to scoot that up a little bit. We're going to have 4 hours, and then we're going to do the 13 minutes plus the 12 minutes, and that is 25 minutes. So 4 hours and 25 minutes is the total elapsed time from the beginning of 4:47 to the ending of 9:12. This is just, again, like I said, another strategy that you can use. All right, so in your workbook page, I am going to look at number 1 on page 571, right here. Now you will see that this problem, it tells you that it lasted 1 hour and 15 minutes. Well, since they already gave you the hours and the minutes, we can't use the Z strategy. Okay, most of your assignments, you can't use the Z strategy. That's only if it gives you the actual times. Okay, so when it gives you the hour and the minutes, you're going to have to use the mountains, hills, and rocks. So the problem says, Evelyn dance class every Saturday. It lasts 1 hour and 15 minutes, and it's over at 12:45. So this is the end time. And then it says, what time did it begin? So we are looking for the start time. All right, so we're going to do our mountains and our hills, and we know that the end time was 12:45. And we're looking for the start time. So this time, we're going to work backwards because it already told us that the end time was 12:45. And we're looking for the start time. So the elapsed time was 1 hour and 15 minutes. So we're going to do our mountain, the 1 hour. And now if I do 12:45 minus 1 hour, it is 11:45. And then we've got 15 minutes. 5, which now makes it 11:40. 10, which makes it 11:35. And 15, which makes it 11:30. So the start time for her dance class is 11:30. And that's how you work an elapsed time problem. When it gives you the minutes and the hours, you're just going to work backwards or work forward if they want to know what time does it end. All right, I hope that helps you guys, and I will be seeing you guys later.